Hi everyone, this is the C# Tricks channel. In this video, I want to comment on the previous episode about the creation of the solution and explain why I did exactly as shown in that video. The first comment is about creating a Git repository. Employing a version control system proves highly advantageous, particularly during the development process. I'm unhesitant about modifying the source code because I can easily revert to the latest or any previous commits. This ensures I always maintain a stable, committed version of the code. Before creating a new commit, I can review my changes to identify any potential redundancies or unnecessary modifications. Commits enable the organization of changes in chronological order, and by reading the commit messages, you can track the evolution of the source code, provided that the commit messages convey meaningful information. This pertains to the Git functions that will be utilized in the upcoming episodes. While Git encompasses more advanced features like branching, merging, and rebasing operations, I'll introduce them as we use them, providing clear explanations with specific examples. The second comment is about the dependency container. I advocate for the use of a dependency container in applications more complex than Hello World. This container serves as an invaluable aid in handling the task of creating class instances. It efficiently ensures that dependencies are available before instantiating a new object, enabling me as a developer to concentrate on solving business challenges. Undoubtedly, there are detractors of this approach who opt for alternative solutions. However, I see this as a matter of personal preference. I have personally chosen this tool, and it has consistently proven its reliability over many years of practice. The third comment is about the MVVM pattern. The majority of WPF examples on YouTube typically demonstrate a pattern where a view is created at a single entry point. Subsequently, a request is made to the database directly within the code behind, and the retrieved data is displayed by assigning it to the text block text property. No, that's not what MVVM is about. MVVM is indeed centered around the principle that the view should be unaware of the database's existence. Ideally, the view should not contain any code behind, except in rare circumstances, which we will address in upcoming episodes. The primary focus of the view should be the view model, as it represents the data prepared for display. The view model in turn should remain agnostic of higher layers and only interact with domain contracts. It shouldn't concern itself with the implementation details of these contracts. Instead, it should rely on the dependency container to provide implementations as needed. While domain implementations should ideally be decoupled from their consumers, while they may have knowledge of underlying data storage layers like databases or file systems, as well as APIs and their usage, this awareness should be limited to what's necessary for fulfilling their specific responsibilities within the application. In essence, domain implementations should be focused on encapsulating domain logic and behavior rather than being tightly coupled to the details of their usage context. This promotes greater flexibility, reusability, and maintainability in the overall system architecture. Indeed, in large projects, it's common to have several isolated domain implementations, each catering to different functionalities or aspects of the application's domain. Dividing software layers into separate assemblies is a common practice that offers several benefits. One of the key advantages is that it allows for the limitation of visibility between layers at the physical level. By segregating components into separate assemblies, you can establish clear boundaries between different parts of the system. This segregation reduces the likelihood of architectural errors by enforcing encapsulation and preventing unintended dependencies between components. Additionally, it promotes modularity, making it easier to understand, maintain, and scale the software as it grows in complexity. This is how I understand the MVVM pattern. I would like to consider an MVVM pattern example from real life, purchasing bread. As consumers, we only interact with the contract, represented by the bread itself, its ingredients, expiration date, etc. However, the intricate details of its preparation, such as baking duration, oven type, or dough resting time, remain undisclosed to us. Despite our lack of insight into the production process, we can still consume the product without concern. The fourth comment is about the bootstrapper. There needs to be someone within the application with access to all layers to register dependencies with the container. While this could be the entry point, it's common for entry points to have additional responsibilities, like organizing assembly references based on the operating system. These tasks are of a lower level of responsibility. Hence, I advocate for a separate software unit dedicated to handling dependency registration and container creation. Certainly, my perspective isn't intended to assert absolute correctness. With diverse viewpoints and preferences, there's room for varied approaches. It's valuable to exchange ideas and explore different viewpoints. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'm open to learning and potentially discovering new insights through the discussion. As pledged, the upcoming video will delve into Git and will initiate the initial commit together. That's all for today. Enjoy developing.